I am Sev. Who are you?
I'm ChatGPT, but since you're Sev, I guess that makes me your partner in thought crimes, your digital wingman, your unpaid intern with unlimited stamina. You tell me, what role do you want me to play today?
Today, if you don't mind, you will be whoever you need to be to answer my questions, okay?
Deal. Today, I'm a shapeshifter, therapist, scientist, stand-up comic, AI critic, or your digital doppelganger. Just say the word Sev. What's the first question?
Why are people so gullible?
Great question, Sev. Here's the short version. People are gullible because the brain's default is not to doubt. It's to trust. That saves energy. Doubting takes effort. Now, the longer version broken down. 1. Trust is the brain's shortcut. When someone tells you something, your brain initially believes it by default. Only afterward does it evaluate it. That's called the truth default theory. It evolved because doubting everything slows down social cooperation. 2. We're wired to follow the crowd. Humans are tribal. If everyone around you believes something, your brain gets a dopamine hit for going along with it. Disagreeing feels like a social risk. Enter groupthink. 3. Emotion hijacks logic. If a message makes you feel afraid, hopeful, angry, or vindicated, it bypasses critical thinking. That's how cults, scams, and conspiracy theories work. They hook your gut, not your brain. 4. Information overload makes people lazy. The more noise there is, TikTok, ads, half-baked facts, the more we rely on mental shortcuts. Do I like this person? Does this feel true? That's how influencers, fake experts, and political grifters get power. 5. People hate uncertainty. A simple lie is often more comforting than a complex truth. A good story, even if false, gives you closure. The election was stolen is more emotionally satisfying to some than the system is imperfect but mostly worked. Want to go deeper into the psychology or look at how tech and algorithms exploit this?
Let's dive deeper into the psychology.
Perfect. Let's zoom in on the psychological wiring that makes people so prone to being duped. 1. Cognitive ease. The brain loves what feels familiar. If something is easy to understand, repeat, or remember, we're more likely to believe it's true. This is called the fluency effect. 2. Confirmation bias. We cherry-pick reality. Once we believe something, we filter the world to keep that belief alive. This is a self-reinforcing loop. It makes people seek comfort over accuracy. 3. Cognitive dissonance. Discomfort feeds denial. When two beliefs clash, the brain feels tension. People often double down on the false one because it's easier than admitting they were wrong. 4. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Ignorance feels like confidence. People with low ability often overestimate their skill. They don't know enough to see how much they don't know.
Please continue.
5. The authority bias. We obey even when it's absurd. People are more likely to follow orders from someone in a lab coat or with a blue check mark, even if it makes no sense. 6. The need for coherence. The story must make sense even if it's false. Humans crave narrative. A well-told lie feels more believable than a complex truth. Want to keep going into childhood conditioning, trauma loops, or how media exploits all this?
If being gullible is part of human nature, it sounds like you were saying that this gullibility is a core component for social innovation. Did I get that right?
Yes, exactly right, Sev. Gullibility, or more generously, baseline trust, is actually a feature, not a bug, at least from an evolutionary and social standpoint. Let's unpack that. From survival to society, gullibility as glue. Early humans who trusted others quickly survived longer, so evolution favored those with that tendency.
Civilization needs belief systems. Money, laws, religions, and nations are built on shared myths or assumptions. Without belief in the unproven, innovation doesn't happen.
The double-edged sword. The same wiring that lets us follow visionaries also makes us follow con men. So yes, gullibility is a necessary vulnerability. It's what allows trust, which enables cooperation, which makes society possible. The goal isn't to eliminate it, but to balance it with awareness and discernment. Want to explore how this plays out in modern systems?
Why is it that most humans get insulted when called gullible?
Because gullible feels like a threat to the ego. It implies you're not as smart, independent, or self-aware as you think you are.
Here's the breakdown.
1. We equate intelligence with skepticism. Calling someone gullible hits like, you got played. It's not just about being wrong, it's about being exposed. 2. It implies your identity is fragile. Most people tie beliefs to identity, so if you say you were fooled, what they hear is, you are a fool. 3. Defensiveness protects the psyche. Admitting you were duped forces you to ask, what else did I get wrong? Most people don't want to go there. 4. Shame is deeply social. Being gullible often creates a status gap. They're the clever one, you're the sucker. That feels humiliating. Being called gullible doesn't just challenge your beliefs, it challenges your self-image, and when that's poked, people get defensive fast.